How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world? It's your boy Adam here, live on Couch Sports Football, and we have Premier League action today. And today is the start of back-to-back streams, ladies and gentlemen. We go Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. But how are we doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Where are we all from and who do we support? Are we West Ham United fans? Are we Chelsea fans? Or are we just fans of football? Let me know in the chat. Big game today in the league. How are we doing? Welcome to you all. Sarah in the chat, been following you for a while. Got you tabbed up. Don't know what that means. But how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, I'm just gonna... Do I have one here? No, I don't. We have West Ham United coming up here on Couch Sports Football. How are we doing? Let's have a look at the table. As you can see, a victory today for Chelsea puts them up to... Let's see, 30... Puts them up to... They only go 1 point. They only go one place higher up in the table. However, a victory today for West Ham United shoots them up to 20... Shoots them up to 14th, you know, so out of the danger zone. But obviously everyone else has to play, but it'd be a good bonus for them. Let's have a look at the game. Chelsea couldn't bring up their 150 victory in the London Derby against Fulham last time out, so will now set their sights on trying to become the first side in the capital to hit that mark with a trip across the city to West Ham United. Chelsea to end run of goalless draws with a victory against West Ham United. A good chance of a decisive late goal at the London Stadium. Let's see who we have to look out for here. Back-to-back goalless draws might not be exactly what Graham Potter wanted, but if he was to solve some defensive fatalities, their last 12 games in the Premier League have seen them win just 2 games, during which time they've netted only 7 goals. That's as many as they've scored in the first 3 league games of his Stamford Bridge reign. Let's see. The recent form, Chilwell couldn't quite inspire Chelsea against Fulham. To history, it's certainly a case of the Blues. Players to watch for West Ham United. Jared Bowen. We all know what Jared Bowen likes to do. Thiago Silva. West Ham's probability 30-30. Wow, more probability of a draw. That's interesting. Very interesting. Thiago Silva. So composed. So composed, Thiago Silva. Signs a new deal over the past 24 hours. Let's see stats. 53 head-to-heads between the two sides. 29 victories for Chelsea. 15 for West Ham United in their most recent meetings. Chelsea winning 4 out of the 5. West Ham winning 3-2 at home back in 2021. Their form guide: 2 draws, 2 losses and a victory for Chelsea. 1 draw, 1 victory. Sorry, 2 draws, 2 losses and a victory for West Ham United. Big games today here on Couch Sports Football. Later on today as well. Arsenal against Brentford, which is very surprising. The fact that that's at a 3 o'clock kickoff. Crystal Palace, Brighton, Fulham, Nottingham Forest. Leicester, Tottenham at 3 o'clock. Again, another surprising 3 o'clock kickoff. Southampton, Wolves. Again, another 3 o'clock kickoff, which is surprising considering that at the bottom, Bournemouth, Newcastle is the remaining 3 o'clock kickoff later today. We also have Leeds United taking on Manchester United tomorrow, and Manchester City taking on Aston Villa tomorrow. So we'll have the Manchester United game live here on Cat Sports Football, and obviously on Monday it is the Merseyside derby, should I say, where Liverpool take on Everton, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we have European football, ladies and gentlemen, with Manchester United taking on Barcelona in the Europa League. And I think I'm doing Bayern Munich PSG if I recall correctly. Let's have a look at the Champions League fixtures. So we have Paris Saint-Germain against Bayern Munich. Oops, sorry. On Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we've got Dortmund against Chelsea. And then next Tuesday, we got Liverpool against Real Madrid. And then next Wednesday, we got Leipzig against Man City. So let's see who's playing next Thursday. Not this Thursday, coming next Thursday. Today, yeah. So Borussia Dortmund against Chelsea. So next Sunday's a big game. Saturday we got Villa. Oh, we got four. We got big games on there. Nothing on Monday. Tuesday, Liverpool, Real Madrid. Wednesday, Leipzig against City. Thursday, nothing on Thursday. Oh wait, 1 minute. Roma, Ajax, Man United. Oh no, Man United. I'm playing on that Thursday as well. Nothing on Friday. Nothing on Saturday. So I might have a empty Saturday there, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Where are we all from? Who do we support? Let me know in the chat. Where's the preview? Let's see. Let's see. There have been under 2 goals in this game. Prediction. Very, very interesting. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's transition over to the game day because the players are coming out here for you guys on Car Sports Football. How are we all doing? Where are we all from and who do we support? Are we West Ham United fans? Are we Chelsea fans? Are we just fans of football? Let me know in the chat. How are you all doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Like I said, it's your boy Adam here live on Car Sports Football. Premier League action where we have West Ham United taking on Chelsea. Are we all ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are we all ready? We fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. West Ham United to start here today against Chelsea. Now, is this a Declan Rice audition, ladies and gentlemen? Is he going to end up at Chelsea? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Let's give you the Chelsea team news. Lucas Fabianski in goal. Tilo Kehrer, Ogbonna Agard, Sufal, Paqueta Rice, Emerson, Bowen, Antonio, and Ben Rama. No Socek. He's on the bench. Lanzini on the bench. Ings on the bench. Fornals on the bench. So we'll have to wait and see how that works out for West Ham United. Let's give you the Chelsea team news. Kepa is in goal. Reece James is back in the squad with Thiago Silva, Badie, Chile, and Cucurella. Loftus-Cheek, Fernandez, Madueke, Felix, Mudrik, and Kai Havertz. And I still don't understand how Kai Havertz starts the line. I still do not understand it. Why do you start Kai Havertz? You got David Fofana on the bench. Put a striker in a striker's position. Especially with the fact that you ain't going to play him in the Champions League. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 3-4-3 against a 4-5-1. João Felix behind Kai Havertz, which means Declan Rice is going to have a job to do. Pray for Turkey, my brother Saud. It's such a shame what's gone on in Turkey, in Syria. The earthquake that happens, I think the last time I read the it's over 20,000 people have passed away. In Islam, they are seen as martyrs. If you die of a natural cause like an earthquake, then you are seen as a martyr. So that's the only blessing we can talk about. But we just pray. We pray that they get the help that they require, the help to rebuild and just help. That's all they need. So if you know anyone that's raising money for them, if you know anyone that's collecting clothes for them, collecting toiletries, anything, even if you can't afford to help them, if you don't have anything to give, just share the link out. Share the knowledge out. If you know someone's collecting, share it out. You don't have to have money to help. You don't have to have the clothes to help. You don't have to have the toiletries to help. Just share the link out. Let people know that this person is collecting. And for all you know, you might share it to someone who has 50 times your wealth, who can donate so much. So definitely help out. Share the links out. Let everyone know. Once I have a platform, I honestly can't wait to be able to raise money for situations like this, unfortunate events that have happened. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. West Ham United shooting from left to right. Chelsea from right to left here on Couch Sports Football. João Felix to start the game off. The players take the knee. West Ham United in their famous claret colour. Chelsea in this gold colour. I don't even know what this is. It's like tea. It's like when you're trying to make tea. You know when you're trying to make a treasure map at home, and you get the tea bag, and then you wipe it on the paper. What kind of kit is this, man? It's flipping disgusting. Tea stained bag kit. Come on, Chelsea. I'm sure you have better designers than that. Here we go with Thiago Silva. Goes short to Enzo Fernandez on the centre circle. Out to the left hand side towards Cucurella. Backwards to Badiashile. Squares into front of Thiago Silva, who has signed a contract extension until 2024. Finds the pass into João Felix. Over the top towards Mudryk. Mudryk 1-on-1 against Ogbonna. Tries to bring it in the centre. And he's brought down. And it's going to be a free kick here for Manchester City. I mean Chelsea. Why don't we Manchester City? Kera there bringing him down. Here we go, the free kick for Chelsea on this left-hand side. 1 minute into the game, Fabianski there giving his orders. They haven't scored in the last 2 games, Chelsea. Can they score in this one? We'll have to wait and see. Reece James to take the free kick here. Enzo Fernandez is there as well. Right foot over the wall, but straight to the hands of Fabianski. Here we go with appeal, Turkey, Syria, earthquake, appeal. Here we go with James on the shine side. All the way back to the keeper, Kepa. Kepa over the top towards Cucurella. He brings the ball under control here down the shine side. Backwards to Badiashile. Into Kepa in the 6-yard box. Holds onto it here on the shine side. Out to Cucurella down the left-hand side. He holds onto it. Into Badiashile. Badiashile holds onto the ball. Bowen comes over to pressure. Cucurella now with the ball on the touchline. Threads it into Mudryk. Mudryk first time into Felix, who takes it in his stride. Returns it back to Mudryk, but it's behind him. Allows Enzo Fernandez to bring it into the centre circle. Switches it out wide to Reece James. Reece James has time to turn. Bring it into the West Ham half. He's got Madueke to his right. Kai Havertz through the middle. He goes out wide to Madueke. Brings it central. Bringing the ball forward. Declan Rice comes over to defend. Short to Cucurella, who has time to turn. First time into Mudryk. Mudryk forced backwards, and it's Cucurella on the halfway line. Here we go with Badia Sheila on the centre circle into Thiago Silva. 1-2 with Loftus-Cheek. Back to James on the right side. James bringing the ball forward. Threads it in towards Loftus-Cheek, who drives with the ball into the box. Here gets split between the defenders, but he couldn't find the pass into Havertz, and Fabianski gathers it in his hands. And West Ham restart. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea are running at this West Ham side. Something I was not expecting at the start of the game, as the ball's point. I went here towards Jared Pope, who tries to put it over the top, but the offside flag goes up. And West Ham restart the game here on... Chelsea restart the game here on the right side with Loftus-Cheek on the centre circle. Enzo Fernandez holding on to it. Goes out to Reece James on the right side. James bringing the ball forward here. Backwards to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek into Thiago on the right side. Thiago holds onto the ball in his own half. Out wide to Reece James. Benrahma comes over to apply a bit of pressure. He goes into João Felix, who looks to have the free roll. Kai Havertz comes backwards to Thiago on the centre circle into João Felix on the halfway line. Plays a 1-2 with Thiago. Now he has time to turn to bring the ball forward into the West Ham half. Out wide to Madueke. 1-on-1 against the defender. Cuts it left foot into the box towards Havertz. Intercepted there by Kera. Gets away from Enzo Fernandez, and Paqueta comes away with the ball. But Madueke is there. And he's brought down. Free kick. West Ham United. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Where you all from? Who do you support? Paqueta here getting a bit of treatment on this left-hand side. I think it's just a bounce on his head there. 5 minutes into the game, Paqueta getting some treatment here. Thiago Silva there as well. Former, Brazilian counterpart. Here we go with Souček warming up as well for West Ham United. We'll have to wait and see how that works out. Is it going to be a substitution? Looking at that run by Loftus-Cheek in between the lines. João Felix causing the trouble, allowing Loftus-Cheek to get into the box. Just couldn't find the pass. Great bit of football there by Chelsea. Six minutes in. Paqueta getting some treatment. Is he coming off? David Moyes there just having a word with Soufal. Is it Kufal or is it Soufal? Why am I checking here? I can just check here. Is it Soufal or Kufal? Sufal. It is Sufal. So check. It is Sufal. So check and Sufal. Sufal. Paqueta is back up on his feet, moving his shoulder. Does this pitch look a bit smaller? Long ball over the top towards Bowen. Cucurella with a header. Rice flicks it on, but it's headed away by Badia Chile. Enzo Fernandez brings the ball under control, and Cucurella finds the pass into Thiago in his own box. Goes out wide towards Reece James, who holds onto it into Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek backwards to Thiago. Thiago into Badia Chile on the side inside. Badia Chile into Cucurella, who has time to turn. Goes backwards to Badia Chile. First time into Enzo Fernandez. Switches it out wide towards James. James now has time to turn and bring the ball forward into the West Ham half. Tries to feed it in between the hands to João Felix. Is he offside? We have to wind out. He's 1-on-1 against the keeper and he dinks it off the post into the back of the net. But offside flag does go up. West Ham United restart the game here. He's just offside. How are we doing, Digster? Welcome to the stream. West Ham 0, Chelsea 0. West Ham restart here on this left-hand side with Fabianski in goal. Long kick over the top. Headed on by Sufal. Cleared away by Thiago. Paqueta battling out against João Felix. João Felix flicks it into the path of Havertz, who brings the ball under control on the centre circle. Can't get away from Rice. And it's Ogbonna who goes backwards to Agard. Tries to flick it on into Antonio. Antonio battling out against James and he wins the ball. But he's gone backwards and Chelsea get a free kick here on the right side. B West Brom actually played well. Ooh. Are you talking about Birmingham? Is it Birmingham? Hannibal Medri scored a free kick. Yeah, I saw Hannibal Medri's free kick on the right side. Instead of putting the ball into the box, he saw the keeper. It was last night. Yeah, he saw the keeper far too left. He gave too much space and he just whipped it round the wall and into the back of the net. Here we go with Badia Chile on the centre circle. Into this left-hand side, Cucurella bringing it into the West Ham half, into João Felix, who has time to turn and brings the ball forward. He lays it into the middle, but there's no one there but Declan Rice, and he comes away with the ball into Antonio Babadia. Sheila's quick on him and wins it back into Reece James. Enzo Fernandez on the turn, holds onto it, out wide towards Madueke, 1-on-1 against Emerson. Backwards to Reece James, he comes central to Badia Chile on the centre circle. I watched it on Sky last night. Cucurella now on the ball on the left-hand side. So where are Birmingham in the table? Enzo Fernandez out wide to Reece James. Madueke to João Felix through the middle and Kai Havertz alongside him into Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez out wide to Madueke. 1-on-1 against Emerson. Left foot gets away from the defender. But he's forced to go backwards. 15th, I think. Thiago Silva now on the ball on the centre circle. Holding on to it, short to Enzo Fernandez, looking to dictate play from the deep, out wide to James, 1-on-1 against Ben Rama, loses the ball, but Enzo Fernandez is there to pick up the pieces, and it goes out for a Chelsea, throwing down that right side. West Ham 0, Chelsea 0. James to take the throwing. Was that not a foul throw? Thiago now on the ball on the right side, showed to James, who has time to turn, but he goes backwards to Badia Chile on the halfway line, and he now brings it forward into the West Ham half and finds João Felix. 1-on-1 against Paqueta. Out to this left-hand side, it's Cucurella. First time into the middle towards Kai Havertz, but Declan Rice is there to pick up the pieces, and Paqueta loses it, and Enzo Fernandez with a shot from distance. But it goes out for a goal kick. I think Paqueta needs to come off. Yeah, I think Paqueta needs to come off here. Just gets shrugged off the ball. Yeah, Paqueta's coming off. West Ham forced into an early substitution here. Lucas Paqueta coming off with a shoulder injury. And Thomas Souček, I'm assuming, who's going to be coming on. I think I might watch the Spurs game on the stick. Well, then I realized there's quite a few big games at 3 o'clock. Arsenal against Brentford. I had a list here. 1 second. So there's Arsenal against Brentford, Leicester against Tottenham, Southampton against Wolves. Those are 3 big games at 3 o'clock. Very big games. My very legal stick. Look, y'all do what y'all want to do. I had a video go live on TikTok on Wednesday when Manchester United against Leeds wasn't on TV. But that's a conversation for another day. Here we go with Lucas Fabianski to restart the game here on this left-hand side. West Ham forced into an early substitution in this game. Paqueta coming off for Thomas Souček. Fabianski now. I used the stick for that game too. Heard it was a good game. Leeds United showing United that they definitely aren't the finished squad. They might have a starting 11, but not a squad. Here we go with Ogbonna on the ball. Goes all the way back to the keeper, Fabianski. Havertz will come over to apply a bit of pressure. Fabianski with the ball over the top into Benrahma. Heads into the path of... Emerson heads into the path of Benrahma, but it's intercepted by Chelsea, and it sends Fernandes on the centre circle. First time into Cucurella. Cucurella now has time to turn. Backwards to Badiashile. Badiashile switches it out wide to Reece James, but can't keep it in play. Goes out for West Ham, throwing down that left-hand side. Emerson to take the throwing for West Ham. Declan Rice is short. Souček is there as well. Emerson into Declan Rice, being held up by Madueke, who wins the ball off him, and he finds Loftus-Cheek now, backwards to Badiashile. Badiashile holds onto the ball here. Enzo Fernandez takes it off him on the centre circle. Out to the sector side towards Cucurella. Cucurella bringing it into the West Ham half. He's got 4 players to aim for. Let's see who he goes to. He squares it back to Enzo Fernandez. On the centre circle, back to Cucurella down the sector side. João Felix making the run in between the lines. Mudryk is to his left, but it goes backwards to Enzo. Enzo on his right, 4 holds onto the ball into the path of Thiago Silva on the centre circle. Out wide to Reece James. Madueke makes a run off the ball, but he goes short into Madueke. Conga, he gets away from Declan Rice. He gets it central, holds onto the ball. Backwards to Cucurella. Cucurella into the center side. Mudryk one-on-one against Soufal, but he loses the ball, and it falls to Enzo Fernandez on the right side. Bringing the ball forward here. Out to the center side towards Cucurella. One-on-one against Soufal. Lays into the path of Enzo. Enzo switches it over the top towards João Felix. Whoa, what a beautiful goal it is by João Felix to make it 1-0 here for Chelsea on Count Sports Football. Ladies and gentlemen, I said before the game, Kai Havertz isn't the man to lead the line. But if you have the likes of João Felix making the runs in between, everywhere, he's been all over the place on the halfway line, left hand side, right hand side, in behind. He gets in behind with acres of space and slots it into the back of the net to make it 1-0. What an absolute beauty of a goal, ladies and gentlemen. Enzo Fernandez picks it up, sees a ball over the top, all the defenders step up, but João Felix doesn't, and on the 6-yard box, it's a volley into the back of the net to make it 1-0. I'm sure I've downloaded Jar Felix. Downloads. There we go. There we go. Here we go with West Ham United on that left hand side. Reece James wins it off Ben Rama with ease, and it's a triangle ball out wide to Reece James. He holds onto it here on the touchline. Backwards to Loftus-Cheek. Here we go as Enzo Fernandez into the path of Badiashile Cucurella down the left hand side. He holds onto it into Enzo Fernandez, but João Felix coming all over the place. Enzo Fernandez out wide to Reece James, who turns on the halfway line, bringing it into the West Ham half. Madueke to his right inside, and he finds it 1-on-1 against Emerson. Left foot into the box, he drives with it. He goes on the outside, takes a shot, but it's blocked by Declan Rice, and James keeps it alive with Thiago on the right side. James into Loftus-Cheek, backwards to Badiashile on the centre circle, out wide to Loftus-Cheek. First time into Enzo Fernandez, out wide to James. Fernandez. Kai Havertz coming deep, out wide to Madueke. Backwards to Kai Havertz. James on the right side. Into the middle finds Badiashile on the centre circle. Out to the left hand side is Cucurella. Thiago Silva on the halfway line. Out wide to James. James holds onto it here. And he goes backwards to Thiago Silva. Out wide to Enzo Fernandez, who has time to turn and pick a pass out. He goes short to João Felix. Backwards to Fernandez. Here we go with James. James into the path of Loftus-Cheek. James. Badiashile. Out to the centre side towards Mudryk. Mudryk in between the lights and Kai Havertz 1-on-1 against the defender. Left foot into the back of the net. He makes it 2-0 here on Car Sports Football. But the flag does go up this time. And how do West Ham United have 5 defenders at the back and so much space for the players to run into? Where are the defenders? Where are these West Ham defenders? What is going on here at West Ham United? West Ham to restart the game. Agard on the left hand side. Bringing the ball forward. Sees the ball over the top towards Jard Bowen. Thiago Silva lets it run past him and Kepa gathers it in his hands. West Ham defense has stopped working. It's insane. They've got 3 centre backs, 2 wing backs, and there's still space in between them for the players to run through. And again, another ball over the top towards Kai Havertz. A guard is trying to track back. They manage to get the ball. The offside flag goes up. And West Ham restart on this left-hand side. But where are the defenders? 23 minutes into the game. West Ham 0. Chelsea 1, courtesy of a goal by João Felix. Declan Rice on the ball on the left-hand side. Out to the left-hand side towards Emerson into Benrahma. Benrahma has Thiago Silva for cover. Benrahma tries to go around the outside. He stops the play backwards to Emerson, but he can't get the ball under control. And Enzo Fernandez sets on João Felix, who holds onto it here. Gets away from Souček. Turns, holds onto the ball. Looking for some movement. Out to the left-hand side. It's Mudryk on the halfway line. Into Loftus-Cheek, finds João Felix on the centre circle, puts his hands up and runs. Mudryk makes a running behind, but he runs into the two West Ham players, and Fabianski gathers it in his hands here on this left-hand side. Declan Rice on the ball on the centre circle. Holding onto the ball, looking for some movement. Out to the right side towards Soufal. Soufal bringing the ball forward here. 6 players back for Chelsea, but he manages to find the passing behind to Jared Bowen. Cucurella tracking back. Jared Bowen gets himself into the box. Across the middle. Flick on by Antonio, but it goes out for a goal kick. "25 minutes in, West Ham are a goal down, courtesy of João Felix. Here we go with the guard. 1-2 with Declan Rice. Lays it into the path of Kera down his left-hand side. Kera has time to turn. Puts his head up. Souček through the middle. Comes out wide to Soufal, who has space to bring it into the Chelsea half. Mudryk is tracking back. Soufal holds onto it. Mudryk 1-on-1 against Soufal. Backwards to Souček. Souček brings it forward. He gets away from João Felix. Right foot into the box, but it comes off Cucurella, and it goes out for a corner. And it's better football here by West Ham. It's taken them 25 minutes to start the game. Jared Bowen and Soufal step over to take the corner down the right side. Chelsea. Soufal to take the corner. And I think it comes off a guard. Goes out for a goal kick on the right side. I've seen slower brains at Spurs, lol. Spurs are insane. It's like they might as well just start the second half. Don't even play the first half. They say we'll give you 2 goals, 2-0 first half. Let's just start the second half. "26-minute played. West Ham 0, Chelsea 1. Here we go with Loftus-Cheek. Backwards to Thiago. Thiago holds onto it into the path of Kepa. Antonio's trying to apply pressure. First time into Badiashile. Badiashile now out wide to Cucurella. Gets away from Soufal, but it's intercepted by Souček on the right side. No foul given. Into the path of Soufal. Soufal 1 against Cucurella. Comes backwards here to Kera. Into the path of Soufal, who has time to turn. Can he find the pass in the box? He does. Bowen flicks it on, and it's out back post. And West Ham equalise here with Emerson. West Ham equalise here with Emerson. And West Ham may have taken 25 minutes to realise they were in a football game, but the past 2 minutes have been all West Ham, and they're back in the game, ladies and gentlemen. West Ham won, Chelsea won, courtesy of that man Emerson. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Dixon there is 1-1 in this game. Goes out for a corner down this right side. Not expected that. You're right, mate. You're right. Not expected that at all. Corner short into Bowen. Left foot into the path of Ben Rama. Flicks it in there, but it goes out for a goal kick. Wow, what the hell? I just put my head up and I see Chelsea are playing it out at the black. But they managed to get away with the ball with James on the right side. Loses the ball to Ben Rama. Free kick given Chelsea's game. And ladies and gentlemen, this game is starting to get a bit end to end. Starting to get a bit end to end. There's a few mistakes coming into play. 30th minute played. Here we go with Badiashile. Into the path of Cucurella. Backwards to Badiashile on the right side. He holds onto the ball on the centre circle. Out to that right side towards Thiago Silva. Sees a ball over the top towards Kai Havertz. But Kere is there. Falls to the path of João Felix. But he can't get away from a guard. And Rice holds onto it. And Kai Havertz wins it back off him. Enzo Fernandez on the turn. Backwards to Loftus-Cheek. And Chelsea restart the centre circle with Loftus-Cheek. Backwards to Enzo Fernandez. Holds on to the ball here. Into the path of Badiashile. Backwards to Enzo Fernandez. Sees Thiago Silva on the halfway line. Loftus-Cheek takes on the turn, gets away from the defender, brings the ball forward over the top towards Kai Havertz, but a guard is there. Loftus-Cheek wins the ball back out to the left side towards Cucurella, but Soufal is there to clear it away. Antonio battling against Badiashile, but his passes into Bowen, and Bowen goes over the top, but Antonio's not on side, and it goes out for Kepa. There's a player called Ibiza. Are you being serious? Thiago Silva now on the ball on the right side. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1 here on Cal Sports Football. 32 minutes played with João Felix on the halfway line. Donate to DEC Turkey Syria Earthquake Appeal. You're right, my brother. You're right. Here we go with Madueke on the right side into the path of Havertz. Havertz comes backwards to James. James over the top towards Badiashile on the halfway line. Out to the left side towards Cucurella. Cucurella with his back to goal. Goes short into Enzo Fernandez. Antonio Lili takes it off him, but Badiashile is there. I'm genuinely serious. We'll have to wait and see. Here we go with Thiago Silva on the ball in his own half. Into the path of Badiashile. Out to the left side towards Cucurella. Cucurella first time into João Felix. Into the path of Fernandez. Fernandez turns on the halfway line. Goes short to Loftus-Cheek on the centre circle. Bringing the ball forward here. Looking for some movement. Backwards to Badiashile. Squares into the path of Thiago Silva. Into Loftus-Cheek. First time into Enzo Fernandez. 1-2 with Havertz over the top towards Madueke, but Emerson is there. And he clears it out for a Chelsea, throwing down that right side. James to take the throwing here. Short into Havertz. Backwards to Loftus-Cheek. Enzo Fernandez squares it into the path of Cucurella. Cucurella bringing the ball forward here. João Felix is to his left, but it goes right to Enzo. Enzo switches it out wide to Reece James. Emerson comes over to defend. James one into Madueke. Into the box. Right foot shot. Saved by the keeper, Fabianski. It falls back to João Felix across the middle. No one is there. It comes to Mudryk. Left foot. Gets away from the defender. It falls to Cucurella. Out to João Felix. Right foot into the box. Can he find the Chelsea player? No, he can't. And it goes out for a goal. Kick on the left-hand side. Man City 3-0 South against Villa tomorrow. Is that what you're talking about? We'll have to wait and see. Chelsea, there's definitely something not right over at Manchester City. There's something definitely not right there. Antonio into Emerson. Antonio leaves it into Ben Rama down the centre side. He's in behind Thiago Silva. Badiashile is coming over to cover. But his shot is blocked and it goes up for a corner down that left-hand side for West Ham United. West Ham United have a corner on the 34th minute. Shaw into the box. Headed away. It comes out to Jalpon who leaves it. But Mudryk is there. Mudryk comes away with the ball. I think there's a mix-up there. Mudryk one-on-one gets Soufal. He's got three players running alongside him. Mudryk holds onto it. Enzo Fernandez down the right side. One-on-one against Declan Rice. But Declan Rice stops him there. And Enzo Fernandez manages to find João Felix on the edge of the box in behind to Madueke. But he couldn't control it. And West Ham United restart here on the 35th minute. Ball over the top towards Antonio, but Thiago is there. Short to Kepa. And he comes out wide to Reece James on the right side. First time into Loftus-Cheek was time to turn. And brings the ball forward here for Chelsea. Out to the second side towards Cucurella. Cucurella turns into the path of João Felix on the halfway line. Backwards to Cucurella. Cucurella into Enzo Fernandez on the centre circle. Out to that right side towards Reece James. James holds onto it in his own half. Looking for some movement ahead of him. Comes backwards to Thiago on the right side. Thiago into the path of Badiashile. Into Cucurella on the halfway line. Cucurella turns into the path of the West Ham half. Squares into Loftus-Cheek. Out wide to Thiago on the centre circle. James down the ball. Enzo Fernandez. Backwards to James. Thiago. Looking for some movement. There's nothing ahead of him. Enzo Fernandez goes out wide to João Felix. João Felix now puts his head up and he brings the ball forward here. Madueke to his right. James to his left. He goes through the middle into Havertz, but it's defended. It comes back to João Felix. Left foot on the box. Shot is blocked. And West Ham clear it away. Only to pass to James and it falls to Cucurella. But the offside flag goes up and West Ham restart on this left-hand side. To donate £10, text BT Sport to 70787. The text costs £10 and the whole £10 go to the DEC, which is raising money for Turkey and Syria, ladies and gentlemen. So text BT Sport. You can donate £10. Here we go with Kara on this left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward here. Into the path of Souček. I have to go out. Take it easy, South. Souček into Kara. Kara down his touchline. Into Soufal. Soufal losing the ball to Mudryk. But it goes out for a West Ham throwing here down his left-hand side. Soufal to take it. Soufal over the top towards Antonio. Can't get away from Cucurella. And Cucurella clears it out for another throwing here. Down the right side. Soufal to take the throwing now. On the right side. Deep in the Chelsea half. 38 minutes played. Can they make it 2-1 here? Souček flicks it on. Headed away by Thiago Silva. So check again wins the header. James with the clearance high up into the air. Kera battling against Havertz, but it falls to Enzo Fernandez. Feeds it into Havertz down the centre side, and Chelsea can counter here. Felix and Mudryk ahead of him. He goes out wide to Felix in between the Chelsea defenders, West Ham players, and Sojek takes the ball off him. Gets a free kick here. Chelsea, Felix, they're brought down by Sojek, and I thought Sojek won the ball, I'll be honest with you. I think Sojek won the ball, I'll be honest with you. "39th minute play. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1 here on Couch Sports Football. Chelsea have a free kick just on the edge of the box here on the left-hand side. They've scored 1 goal today. And is Felix going to take it? I think he's taking the players away from the ball. Mudryk has stepped away from this free kick. Havertz is still there. James has stepped away from the free kick. "39 minutes played. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1 here on Couch Sports Football. Felix on the left-hand side with Kai Havertz. Who's going to take the free kick is Felix, and it's parried away by the keeper Fabianski for a corner down the right side. 40 minutes played. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1 here on Couch Sports Football. Madueke now to take the corner. No, Felix takes it off him. 40 minutes played. Felix right foot into the box, headed on by Badiashile, and it goes out for a goal kick. That was a big chance for Badiashile. Just couldn't get the ball under control. Fabianski now. Kera over the top towards Antonio, brings the ball under control out to the side towards Sofal. Cucurella's there, but Sofal gets ahead of him. Right foot into the box, but there's no one there for West Ham. And Kepa gathers it in his hands and releases Loftus-Cheek out wide to Madueke. 1-1 against Emerson. Left foot into the centre. Backwards to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez on the centre circle, bringing the ball forward into the West Ham half. Comes out wide towards James. James has space to bring the ball forward. He feeds it in between the lines to Havertz on the right side. Havertz holds on to it. First time into Madueke. Returns it back to Havertz. Havertz into Rasa Cucurella. Cucurella holds on to it here. And he's forced backwards to Badiashile on the centre circle. Loftus-Cheek now on the ball. Backwards to Badiashile. Into the path of Thiago Silva. Backwards to Badiashile again. Chelsea restarting from the back here. Enzo Fernandez now. Cucurella. Mudryk into Havertz. Can't find the pass, but he goes backwards to Enzo. Enzo on the centre circle. Bringing the ball forward here. Into the path of Madueke out wide to James. James 1-1 against Emerson. Gets away from him. 1-1 against him in the box. Right foot into the box, but it's cleared away by a guard. Rice jumps up against James. James brings the ball under control. Backwards to Loftus-Cheek. Here we go with Enzo. On the spin. Sloppy by Felix. Allowed Bowen to take the ball off him here down the left-hand side. Clears it down the line into the path of Antonio. Antonio on the halfway line. Can't keep it in play. West Ham throwing here. That was late by Sofal. We have 2 minutes to go here. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Rice on the ball here on this left-hand side. Short to a guard. Backwards to Ogbonna. Ogbonna into Kera. Kera on this left-hand side. Holds onto it. Into the path of Bowen. Bowen into Sofal. Sofal backwards to Kera. Out wide to Sufal. Backwards to Kera. Here we go with Ogbonna on the left-hand side. Into Agad. Ogbonna into Kera. Back to Ogbonna. West Ham forced to move it along their back line, but Chelsea inching forward. Here we go with Fabianski on the left-hand side. Long kick over the top towards Sofal. Jumping up against Cucurella, but it goes out for a Chelsea throw-in. Cucurella now to take the throw-in. Backwards to Badiashile. Badiashile into the path of Kepa. Kepa holds on to it here. Goes out wide to Thiago. Thiago into Loftus-Cheek. Backwards to Kepa. Kepa into Badiashile. Cucurella gets away from Sofal. He's brought down, and that might be a yellow card, you know. That might be a yellow card for Sofal. Referee's not done anything yet. Yeah, referee's not done anything yet. Just a free kick. Enzo Fernandez on the ball. Backwards to Badiashile. Badiashile now into the path of Kepa. Kepa in his own box. Badiashile. Silva. Loftus-Cheek. Back to Thiago, but his pass is intercepted by Ben Rama, but they managed to find James, but it's played out for West Ham throwing down that left-hand side. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Four minutes of added time here. Rice into Emerson. Emerson tries to feed it over the top, but it comes off the Chelsea player, and it goes out for a West Ham throwing down that left-hand side. Emerson to take the throwing here. The goal scorer for West Ham to equalize in the 28th minute. Emerson into Ben Rama. Ben Rama get into Emerson. Emerson is Antonio to his left, and he finds him. Antonio first time into the box, but he didn't get a clear connection on it, and Chelsea clear it away. And Ogbonna stops it from going out for a throwing, but he's brought down by Havertz. Free kick West Ham. 46 minutes played. 4 minutes of added time. Declan Rice. Backwards to Kera. Out wide to Sufal. Sufal holds onto it. Into the path of Souček. Souček in behind to Bowen. Can he give it a play? No, he can't. Goes out for a goal kick. Kepa now. Comes out wide to Cucurella on the right side. Backwards to Badiashile. Inviting the pressure. Cucurella now into Enzo. Enzo turns. Looking for some movement. Declan Rice stops him from finding a pass, and it goes out for a Chelsea throw and take it quickly. Bowen on the right side. But he can't get away from Enzo Fernandez, and he brings the ball forward here. Backwards to Cucurella. Clears the ball down the line. High up into the path of Havertz. Ogbonna jumps up against him, but Havertz wins the header, but it's cleared away by Ogbonna. And Felix stops it from going out for a West Ham throwing. Here we go with Mudryk now on the ball. Enzo Fernandez turns. Holds on to under centre circle. Backwards to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek out wide to Madueke. James is ahead of him. Finds him. James now. Backwards to Loftus-Cheek. Enzo Fernandez on the turn. Looking for some movement. Out to the sector side towards Cucurella. Cucurella has Mudryk alongside him, but he holds on to it. Backwards to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek into Havertz. Havertz leaves it to Felix, but he can't get away from a guard. And West Ham come away with it, but it's intercepted by Thiago Silva. And Ogbonna will just clear it down the line. Badiashile battling it out against Antonio, but Cucurella's down the centre circle. Loftus-Cheek against Bowen, but he goes backwards to Silva, and Silva into the path of Badiashile on the shine side. 1 minute to go of added time. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Cucurella. Loftus-Cheek. Out wide to James. James bringing it forward. Into the path of Madueke. 1-on-1 against the defender. Left foot into the box, but it's deflected, and so far's there to win the header. Solchak against Cucurella. Solchak wins the header, but it only finds Loftus-Cheek. And it goes backwards to Badiashile. Badiashile into the pass of Thiago Silva on the centre circle. Enzo Fernandez out wide to James. James has Madueke making the run behind. João Felix is there as well, but he goes backwards, James, into Enzo Fernandez. Looking for some movement into Badiashile. Badiashile now. Over the top towards Havertz. Battling against a guard. He gets there ahead of him. Havertz keeps it in play out wide to Madueke. 1-on-1 against Emerson. Goes around the outside, but Emerson forces the corner here down the shine side. Corner here for Chelsea. It finishes 1-1 at the half time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll see you for the second half. Stay tuned. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Second half coming up here on Couch Sports Football. 1-1, ladies and gentlemen, in this game so far. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. How are we doing? How are we doing? West Ham need to start this second half better than they did the first half. Because that second half was shocking. Sorry, that first half, 25 minutes, it was shocking. Chelsea could have been 2-3 up. West Ham players are coming out here. They were forced into an early substitution. West Ham United Paqueta being subbed off, injuring his shoulder. He flies so high, he reached the sky, and like my dreams he fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. West Ham shooting from right to left. Chelsea in their teabag stained shirt shooting from left to right. Ridiculous. Long ball over the top by West Ham, cleared away by Reece James. It falls to Emerson, the goal scorer. Antonio can't keep the ball alive. James goes into Thiago, back to James, and he goes all the way into the path of Thiago Silva down the left-hand side. Chelsea now with the ball here. 45 minutes played. Enzo Fernandez. Madueke. Thiago Silva. Backwards to the keeper, Kepa. Kepa on this left-hand side. Badiashile. Into Felix. Mudrik. Felix on the left-hand side. Can he inspire this Chelsea team? Because when he gets on the ball, he always looks to be in danger. So, headed away by Cucurella. West Ham throwing down that right side. So far stepping over to take it. Can they start this second half better than they did the first half? Let's find out. So far with the throwing. Solchek leaves it to Antonio, but it bounces over him. And Kepa gathers it in his hands, and Chelsea restart here on the left-hand side with Kepa. Into Felix, who has space on the centre circle, brings the ball under control. But he can't get away from Kera, and Chadpon picks up the loose ball. Solchek gets away from Cucurella. But he can't get away from Enzo Fernandez. And Felix is brought down on the halfway line, free kick. Chelsea. Thiago Silva. Loftus-Cheek bringing the ball forward into the West Ham half. Comes out wide here to James. Backwards to Loftus-Cheek. Into Thiago Silva on the centre circle. He holds onto the ball. Enzo Fernandez. Badiashile out to the left side towards Cucurella. Cucurella has space now to bring the ball forward into the West Ham half. Mudrik is to his left, but he holds onto it. And he goes backwards to Enzo Fernandez. Move forward with the ball with Cucurella. Always cutting back. Thiago Silva on the centre circle. Out wide here to James. Felix squares it into Loftus-Cheek, who has time to turn. Looks for the running behind. He goes on the outside. He holds onto it. Backwards to James. Enzo. Out wide to James. James holds onto it. Felix is free and he finds him. First time into Madueke. Madueke holds onto the ball, but he's forced backwards to Thiago Silva on the halfway line. And he comes out wide here to Madueke. James. Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez. Switches it out to the shine side towards Madueke. Headed away. Falls into the path of Penrama. Emerson. Tries to find Declan Rice, but it's ahead of him. And Loftus-Cheek is there to drive with the ball into the box. Out to the side, sent towards Madueke. 1-on-1 against the defender. Tries to go around the outside, but it's defended well by Emerson. And it goes out for a throwing here on the side side for Chelsea. James now. Into Loftus-Cheek, but Souček is there. Loftus-Cheek manages to find Enzo Fernandez. Cucurella on this left-hand side. First time into Mudryk. 1-on-1 against Soufal. Puts his head up, feeds it in behind to Cucurella across the middle. But Souček is there to clear it away. And Soufal comes on the end of it and puts his head on it. And he tries with the ball. He's got Enzo Fernandez ahead of him, but he gets away from it. Here we go with Antonio. Returns it back to Soufal. Ben Rama's free down the right side, but he couldn't find him. And it's Chelsea to restart here on this left-hand side. Loftus-Cheek now has time to turn and see space ahead of him. Madueke on the right side. 1-on-1 against Emerson. Tries to go around the inside, but it's defended well. Rice picks the ball up on the halfway line. Into Jalpon. Soufal is free to his right. Jalpon puts his head up. Out wide towards Soufal. Antonio's tracking into the box. Soufal in behind to Bowen on the right side. But Chile comes over to cover. Jalpon 1-1 against him. Into Soufal. Back to Jalpon. Into the path of Declan Rice down the right side. Chelsea players are now back into position. Kehrer gets away from Kai Havertz, drives with the ball onto the edge of the box, but there's no one there for West Ham, and Chelsea bring the ball forward. Kai Havertz, West Ham fans claiming for a free kick. Mudryk gets away from a guard, but it's intercepted, and Kehrer now has the ball here on the right side. Antonio on the turn backwards to Declan Rice. Is there a moment here in the second half for West Ham with Emerson, the goal scorer? 1-on-1 against Madueke, backwards to Aged. Out to the left-hand side towards Ben Rama. Backwards to Aged. Into Declan Rice. First time into Aged. Left foot holds onto it here. Looking for some movement. Nothing ahead of him. Souček. Into Rice, but he's behind him. It goes out for a throwing here on the left-hand side. 50 minutes played. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Felix into Cucurella. He goes into the West Ham half. Souček forces him out wide to Mudryk. Mudryk 1-on-1 against Souček. Brings it central. First time into Kai Havertz. Albonna's there to stick a foot out. And Kai Havertz comes backwards to Loftus-Cheek. Here we go. It's Enzo Fernandez on this left-hand side. Can he get another assist in this game? Into Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, James to his right. Havertz and Felix to the middle. He comes out wide here to James. James right foot into the box. Cleared away by Albonna. But Fabianski's there. Fabianski now on the ball. 51 minutes played. Again, on this right side. Floats it over the top towards Antonio. Heads it on into Ben Rama. Is in behind. Offside flag goes up. "52 minutes played. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Felix, the goal scorer, tries to feed it in behind to Kai Havertz. Guys back towards goal, returns it back to Felix. Cucurella is free down that left-hand side, and he's in behind here. Brings the ball under control. Jalpon forces a corner here. Chelsea, on the 52nd minute, have a corner down that left-hand side of the pitch. Felix and Madueke step over to take the corner. Felix into the box, but Fabianski's there to gather in his hands, and is there counter here for West Ham United with Fabianski out wide towards Jalpon. Antonio's there, Ben Rama and Emerson. Jalpon bringing the ball forward. Can he switch the ball out wide? Wasted pass, and Mudryk is there to intercept. Why are you not switching it over the top, Jalpon? Here we go with Enzo Fernandez intercepted there by Jalpon. Rice on the centre circle. Again. Out to the centre side towards Emerson, bringing it into the Chelsea half. Antonio is through the middle. Ben Rama is to his left. He pulls onto the ball into Ben Rama down the centre side, who goes backwards to Declan Rice. Right foot out of his foot. And his shot is dragged wide. Goal kick on the centre side for Chelsea. 53 minutes played. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. David Moyes is probably fuming at Jared Bowen there. Here we go with Madueke. Backwards to Cucurella. Cucurella holds onto the ball here, bringing it forward for Chelsea. Enzo into Loftus-Cheek. Backwards to Badiashile. Enzo Fernandez on the halfway line. Cucurella now on the ball. Mudryk makes it running behind, but he squares it into Enzo. Enzo on the centre circle. Out to the right side towards James. James 1-on-1 against the defender. Can he get the better of it? Left foot into Madueke. Turns Rice, but Rice gets a foot there. And Enzo Fernandez picks up the loose ball. Switches it over the top towards João Felix. Headed away by Kera. And Socek is there to just clear it down the line. Antonio will try and get there, but Thiago Silva's positioning well. And he finds James on the right side. Loftus-Cheek. Enzo. Cucurella. Into Mudryk. João Felix has come over to help Mudryk. 1-on-1 against the defender. Gets away from one, but he can't get away from the second, and he's brought down. And there's going to be a free kick, Chelsea down that left-hand side. And Kera will get a yellow card for that. 55 minutes played. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Chelsea have a free kick down that left-hand side on the 55th minute. Can they get a ball into the box? They've got James and Madueke. Enzo's on the edge. So is Mudryk, João Felix, Loftus-Cheek, Badiashile, Havertz, Thiago Silva, all in around the box. What are Chelsea going to do from this free kick? 56th minute played. They are currently drawing here at the West Ham Stadium. James or Madueke, who takes the free kick? Madueke leaves it to James. Right foot over everyone, and it's just wide. That looks so close, James. He's headed away, actually. Good morning, afternoon. Kaistery there, how are you doing, my brother? Welcome to the stream. It's a good afternoon here in the UK. João Felix to take the corner here. Right foot into the box, but it's headed away near post by Ben Rama, and it comes out to Cucurella here. All the way back to Kepa on the centre circle. Looking for some movement. Out to the shine side towards James. James on the touchline, bringing the ball forward here into the West Ham half. 1-on-1 against Socek. Into Madueke. Madueke backwards to James, but it's intercepted there by Ben Rama, and he finds a card into Antonio, but it's Thiago Silva there to step up, and it's Enzo Fernandez now bringing the ball forward. Out to the left-hand side towards Mudryk. Cucurella's in behind. 1-on-1 against the guard, and it's Paul pointing to the box. Mudryk can't get there, and it goes out for a goal kick here on the right side. Chelsea stepping up in this second half. "57th minute played. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Kai Havertz brings down the guard. Free kick, West Ham on the right side. Ogbonna now on the penalty spot. Goes out to that right side towards Kera. holds on to it here. Into Solchek, out wide towards Sofal. Sofal holds it on the touchline. Sees the ball over the top towards Antonio. Batting against Badiashile. He wins the ball, but he can't keep the ball under control. But it falls to Antonio now. Out to that right side towards Sofal. Solchek is ahead of him and he finds him. 1-1 against Cucurella. Can't get away from him and it falls to Enzo Fernandez, who lays it into the path of Loftus-Cheek. James is driving with the into the West Ham half. Loftus-Cheek on the centre circle, out wide to James. Madueke is free down the right side. 1-1 against Emerson. What can he do? Couple of step overs, shimmies it onto his left foot. Backwards to James. James control allows Ben Rama to apply some pressure, but Loftus-Cheek finds Enzo Fernandez. Here we go with Mudrik on the left-hand side. 1-on-1 against the defender. Cucurella makes a run off the pole. Mudrik in behind towards Felix, but it's cleared away. Solchek finds Bowen, and Bowen just clears it down the line, but Badiashile is there. Very clever. Finds Thiago Silva on the halfway line. Out to the shine side towards Madueke. Gets away from Emerson and he tries with the ball, but his pass is short and West Ham win it back, and maybe he had more time to run with the ball there. Rice now on the ball here. Out wide to Ben Rama. Ben Rama turns. Emerson's to his left. Solchek is to his right. But he tries to switch over the top towards Bowen. But again, Badiashile is there to intercept. And it's James on the ball. Loftus-Cheek on the turn. Out wide to James, who takes it in his stride. It's behind Havertz. Madueke, wins the ball. Intercepted there by Ben Rama. Can't get away from Havertz. Havertz backwards to James. Into Enzo. Loftus-Cheek. Cucurella now on the left-hand side. 60 minutes played. West Ham 1. Chelsea 1. Felix brought down. Free kick Chelsea. Reece James. Ball into the box. Headed away. Emerson clears it away. Rice heads it out into Ben Rama, but James is there to win the header. Loftus-Cheek goes on the outside of Ben Rama. Can he find the ball into the box? No, he can't. Because it comes off Emerson and it goes out for a throwing here. Sorry, a corner here. Down the right side on the 60th minute. West Ham 1. Chelsea 1 here. '60th minute played. Felix and Madueke stepping over to take this corner down this right side. Right foot into the box by Felix, headed away by West Ham. Mudrik picks up the ball on the edge of the box, comes backwards to Cucurella on the centre circle, who goes all the way back to Kepa. Jalbon will try and charge him down, but Kepa just clears it away. Felix heads it on, but it falls to Aged. And he's brought down, and Madueke tries to run away, but the referee pulls it back for a free kick here. Rice down the ball. Bringing the ball forward here. Sofal. Antonio. Tries to put it in behind to Sofal. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does down the right side. But who's he got to aim for? He puts the ball into the box. It's headed away by Thiago Silva. Cucurella can't get there ahead of Sofal. Sofal tries to go down the outside of Cucurella, but he can't keep it in play. And it goes out for a throwing here for Chelsea down the left-hand side. Looks like West Ham are going to be making a double substitution here. Looks like Downs and Ings is going to be coming on. Enzo Fernandez there over the top towards Madueke on this left-hand side. 62nd minute played. West Ham 1. Chelsea 1. Thiago Silva to Enzo Fernandez. Turns, has space to bring the ball forward. Squares it into Loftus-Cheek, out to the right side. Madueke, 1-on-1 against Emerson. Backwards to James. Loftus-Cheek on the halfway line. Badiashile. Enzo Fernandez. Here we go with Thiago Silva on the centre circle. Enzo Fernandez on the halfway line. Turns. Sees a run over the top to the right side towards James, who brings the ball under control. Madueke out to the right side towards Felix. First time into the box towards Havertz, but Fabianski's there. And West Ham gather it in his hands. Bowen. Backwards to Kara on the right side, bringing it towards the centre circle. Squares it into the path of Aged. Brings it into the Chelsea half. Madueke comes over to apply some pressure. Aged goes backwards to Ogbonna. Ogbonna down, back to Aged. Aged over the top, but it comes off Madueke, but he manages to find the pass to Antonio, who spins away from Badiashile, and he tries with a pull, but Badiashile is tracking back, and he's brought down. And that's going to be a yellow card to Badiashile here, who swears he touches the ball. Let's have a look from the replay. Free kick for West Ham on the 64th minute here. Benoit Badiashile gets a yellow card. Now, all the players are quite central here. It is a central free kick. It's about 40 yards out. Thiago Silva giving his orders. Telling his wall to stay tight. Nothing through the wall. Shouted by Thiago Silva. Benrahma to take the free kick here. Takes a shot and is blocked. And it goes out for a corner here. And it did go through the wall. It did go through the wall. Thiago didn't listen to it. Bowen to take the corner down the right side. 65th minute here on Card Sports Football. Bowen puts the ball in deep into the box, headed away. Can they keep it in play? West Ham, yes, they do. Down the left hand side, Benrahma. Felix comes over to defend into Antonio. Antonio floats it in, back post. Ogbonna's there, headed away by Badiashile. Then Mudryk flicks it into Havertz. Havertz chests it and brings it under control. Returns it back to Mudryk, but Rice is there. And Rice did brilliantly, but he just loses the ball to Havertz, and Enzo Fernandez now comes away with the ball, but the referee pulls it back here for a West Ham free kick on the centre circle. 65th minute play. So Benrahma's coming off here for West Ham in the 66th minute. And Downs. So Benrahma and Antonio coming off for Ings and Downs. I feel sorry for Antonio, man. Doesn't get any distribution up top. Man on his own. And now Danny Ings comes on. For West Ham United, Mudryk is coming off here for Chelsea. And so Madueke goes down the left-hand side. Cucurella's coming off here. So who else has come off? So Mount, Ziyech and Chilwell coming off for Madueke, Mudryk and Cucurella. So Ziyech to go down the right. Madueke down the left. Sorry, that's not Madueke. I don't even know, guys. I don't even know. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just chatting shit. Here we go, the West Ham free kick on this right hand side. Floats it out to the left hand side. Solchak is there, but James is there to head it away. Ziyech will clear it away. And Kara will just hit it high up into the air. Solchak against Badiashile. Badiashile wins the header, but it's Ogbonna. Over the top towards Bowen. Bowen gets away from Chilwell on that right side. Holds onto it here. Right foot into the box towards Solchak. Heads it on, but it's a goal kick. Kepa now to restart in the 68th minute. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Kepa Out to the right side towards James. Into Loftus-Cheek. Out wide to Ziyech. Ziyech backwards to James. Comes off Emerson, throwing for Chelsea. Felix backwards to Kepa. Out to the left hand side towards Chilwell. Chilwell over the top towards Mason Mount. Holds on to the ball here. Backwards to Enzo Fernandez. Sees a run through the middle towards Havertz. Chilwell's in behind if he can find him. Can he get on the end of it here? But it's good defending there. And it goes out for a corner down that left hand side. Corner down that left hand side for Chelsea in the 69th minute. Behave. Felix steps over to take the corner here on that left hand side. Right foot into the box. Headed away by Bonner. It's high up in the air. Declan Rice heads it out of the box. And it comes out to Mason Mount here on the right side backwards to James. Holds on to it. Through the middle towards Ziyech. Ziyech has got Mount to his right and he finds him. Mount 1-1 against the defender Emerson. Holds on to it here. Backwards to Ziyech. James. Loftus-Cheek. Badiashile. Enzo. Out to the left side towards Chilwell. Chilwell holds on to it. Backwards to Badiashile on the centre circle. Thiago Silva now on the ball here on the center side. Wide to James. First time into Loftus-Cheek who has time to turn. Out to James. James brings the ball forward but it can't keep possession of the ball. And West Ham come away with it here with Souček. Out to the center side towards Emerson. Emerson. Actually, referee pulls it back for a free kick here on the right side. 70th minute, ladies and gentlemen. West Ham 1. Chelsea 1. Again. Over the top towards Danny Ings, but Thiago Silva's there. He clears it away. It does go out for a West Ham throwing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world. It's your boy Adam here live on Carl Sports Football. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1 in the 70th minute of the game. Are you a Chelsea fan? Are you a West Ham fan or are you just a fan of football? Let me know in the chat. West Ham have a throwing here. It took 25 minutes for them to get into the game, but since then it's been a bit end to end. Let's see how this final moment of the game plays. Havertz brings down again. Free kick West Ham. Again to take it. Left foot over the top towards Sofal. Chilwell is there. Heads into the pass of Souček. Souček back heel to Sofal. Left foot into Danny Ings, but it's good defending and Mason Mount picks up the loose ball. But Souček is there to win it back as Sofal comes away with the ball. Chilwell is there. Sofal into Souček. Right foot holds onto it. Back to Sofal. 1-on-1 against the defender. There's nowhere to go. In behind to Souček. Puts the ball into the box. Danny Ings gets there. He's brought down. But the game carries on with Enzo Fernandez who just clears it away. Headed on by Kera. Into Bowen. Badiashile is there. Sofal is there. Can Danny Ings get there? No, he can't. Can Paul get in the end of it? No, he can't because James is there. Claims for a penalty. Nothing given. James now with the ball on this left-hand side. I think Bowen went down for that. Felix now holds on to it here. And I think Bowen stayed down holding his head. Let's have a look here. Jared Bowen. Nah, I think he touches James compared to him getting touched. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. "72 minutes played. Felix to restart the game for Chelsea here on the halfway line. into Havertz. Ziyech over the top towards Havertz. Can he get there? Ahead of again. Yes, he does. On the right hand side, again forces him backwards into Ziyech. Backwards to James. James into Loftus-Cheek. Badiashile. Chilwell on that left hand side. Backwards to Badiashile. Kepa comes out wide to James. James bringing the ball forward here. Comes central. Into the path of Enzo Fernandez, who drives into the West Ham half. He's got Chilwell to his left. Mount through the middle. He goes out to the left side towards Chilwell. Right foot into the box. Havertz is there. And he heads it wide. 74th minute here. West Ham 1. Chelsea 0. Fabianski to restart the game here. Fabianski on this right side on the 75th minute. Ladies and gentlemen, West Ham 1. Chelsea 1. Sofal to take the throwing. 15 minutes to go. Sofal on the right side, over the top towards Bowen. Chilwell. Cleared away by Badiashile. Sofal picks up the loose ball. Brought down by Felix, but Sofal wins it. Goes out for a West Ham throwing. Sofal to take it first time into Souček, but Enzo Fernandez is there. It falls to Bowen, claims for a handball, nothing given. Enzo into Chilwell. And he clears it away. And it falls to João Felix. Intercepted there by Sofal. It falls to Kera on that right side. Gets away from João Felix. Drives to the edge of the box. Out wide towards Bowen. 1-on-1 against defender. Left foot into the box, but it comes off Bowen. Can Enzo Fernandez keep it in play? Yes, he does. Chelsea come away with it here. Chilwell. Backwards to Badiashile in his own box. Badiashile now bringing the ball forward. Into the path of Thiago Silva in his own box. Back to Badiashile now. Chelsea moving the ball forward slowly. James. Ziyech takes it on the turn. Tries to put it in behind. But it falls to Agad. And Fabianski will now clear it high up into the air. Flicked on by Chilwell, but it falls to Badiashile for the throwing. Badiashile now on this left-hand side. First time into Loftus-Cheek. Backwards to Thiago Silva. First time into James on the halfway line, who has time to bring it into the West Ham half. Downs is tracking back. He goes first time into Ziyech. Ziyech backwards to Loftus-Cheek. First time into João Felix. He's been a bit quiet in the second half. James now with the ball. In behind to Ziyech. 1-on-1 against again. Puts the ball into the box and Declan Rice is there to head it back from where it came. Ziyech now. Backwards to James. Right foot into the box. Headed away by Ogbonna. Declan Rice will head it out. It comes to Loftus-Cheek. Enzo intercepted by Downs, but it falls to Loftus-Cheek and he gets himself out of danger and finds Chilwell down the left hand side. Backwards to Badiashile. Thiago Silva bringing the ball forward out to the right side towards James, who's in behind Downs. In behind towards Mason Mount, in between the 6-yard box. Fabianski's there to block it. Enzo Fernandez with a shot. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, Chelsea making a substitution here. Yeah, Loftus-Cheek is coming off here. Loftus-Cheek has come off here on the 78th minute. 12 minutes to go with Gallagher, who's come on now. Another forward thinker. Again, getting some treatment here. And they looks like they're getting subbed. Looks like he's getting subbed off. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Fabianski now to restart the game here. 80th minute, ladies and gentlemen. 80th minute. It's 1-1 in this derby. Is it going to be 3 back-to-back draws for Chelsea? Let's find out. Downs out to the left-hand side towards Emerson. Emerson into the path of Rice. Rice gets away from Havertz. Can't get away from Gallagher. Can't keep it in play. And it's going to be a West Ham throwing here. Emerson to take it. Emerson on the touchline to take the throwing here for West Ham, the goal scorer in the first half. Looking for somewhere to throw it into Ings, but can't get away from... Oh, yes, he does get away from Gallagher, but he can't get away from Ziyech, and he's brought down. Free kick West Ham here in the 81st minute. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. 81st minute, 8.5 minutes to go plus added time here on Cal Sports Football. Can West Ham get a goal here in the last couple of minutes of the game? Ben Rama. Oh, Declan Rice, so tech is there and is pointing to the back of the net, but the outside. Can Emerson, 81st minute here on Cal Sports Football. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Can West Ham get a goal and make the last couple of minutes interesting? The ball's whipped into the box. Oh, is he offside? I think he might be offside. Declan Rice might be offside. Declan Rice might be offside there. Nah, Declan Rice is offside. No, that's offside. That looks offside. Declan Rice looks offside there. He's offside. He's offside. You can see it there, man. His whole shoulder is offside. No, that's offside, man. That's offside. You can see it, man. How long does it take? Yeah, offside. That's what I thought. Relax, man. It took 10 seconds more. Jermaine Genius is such a winch pot. 84th minute here. Kepa goes shot to Thiago on this left hand side. Into Gallagher. Back to Thiago. Gallagher. Trying to get away from Bowen. Squares it into Thiago. Out to James on the shine side. James into Ziyech. Ziyech on the touchline. Backwards to Thiago on this left hand side. Thiago into Kepa on this left hand side. Back to Thiago Silva. Approaching the 85th minute. 5.5 of the 90 to go plus added time. Backwards to Badiashile. Badiashile into the pass of Thiago. Thiago on this left hand side. Badiashile. Out to that left hand side towards Jean Felix. Felix on the halfway line, bringing it into the West Ham half. Backwards to Enzo. Enzo on the turn. Into Gallagher. Gallagher backwards to Enzo Fernandez on the centre circle. Out to the right side towards James. 1-on-1 against Downs. Gallagher. Out wide to Ziyech. 1-on-1 against Downs. Lays it into James. Backwards to Gallagher. Mount. Back to Gallagher. Out wide to Ziyech, who's got space here. 1-on-1 against the vendor. Left foot into the box. Flicked on by Mount. Headed away by Kere. Comes back to James. Flicks it into Ziyech. Ziyech left foot into the box again. Headed away by Johnson. Badiashile now on the ball. Enzo. Thiago. Felix coming short now to pick up the ball. Seeing if he can create something. Out wide to James. Can't get away from Downs. And Downs will stop it from going out for a corner. What is James doing? What is James doing there? No need to bring him down there. 86 minute played. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Fabianski to restart the game here from the goal kick. 3.5 minutes to go. And he just kicks it out of play. He just kicks it out of play. What is he doing? What is he doing? Thiago Silva. Into Badiashile. Back to Thiago Silva. On this left hand side. Looking to bring it forward. James. Gallagher. Enzo Fernandez on the halfway line. Ziyech. Backwards to Thiago. Out to the side side towards James. James holds on to it here. Into the path of Ziyech. Out wide to James, but it's good defending there by Emerson. It goes out for a throwing. Thiago Silva. Chilwell. Badiashile. Thiago Silva. 88th minute, 1.5 to go here. Gallagher with a shot. Oh, is that going to be a handball? Is that a handball by Souček? That's a handball. That Chelsea are going to get a penalty here. Chelsea are going to get a penalty here. Oh, no, it's not given. Silva. Kepa. Badiashile on this left-hand side with 1 minute to go into Mount. But it goes out for a West Ham throwing here. That's a penalty. The referee's not giving it. Here we go with Bone on the right side. Goes around the outside of Chilwell and he gets the corner here for Chelsea. '89th minute play, ladies and gentlemen. 30 seconds left of the 90 plus added time. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. They've had one goal disallowed from a set piece. Can they score from another set piece? Bowen to whip the ball into the box. Back post is Souček, headed away by Chilwell. It comes to Downs on this left-hand side, who goes backwards to Emerson. Emerson all the way back to Fabianski. 5 minutes of added time, ladies and gentlemen. Taken quickly down the right side towards Bowen. Chilwell's tracking back. He goes on the outside. He's brought down again. And it's another free kick on the right side for West Ham. Chilwell looks rattled. He's bringing him down every single time he has the ball. Free kick on this right side for West Ham United. On the edge of the box. Literally on the right side of the box. Can they get an opportunity here? Danny Ings is in the box. So is Bowen. So is Declan Rice. Souček. Ogbonna. Downs on the edge of the box. Can they get an opportunity? A Souček goal here will make it so much fun. Considering his handball was not given as a penalty. I still have no idea how that wasn't given. But we'll have to wait and see here. Can West Ham score what could be the winner? Free kick down that right side. Whipped in. Headed away by Badiashile. What a wasted free kick that was. Chelsea try and counter. But Johnson's here. And he goes all the way back to the keeper. With Fabianski to clear it down the line. High up into the air. Ogbonna can't get there. Ings tries to flick it on, but Gallagher's there. He clears it high up into the air. ZS jumping up against Johnson. Johnson wins the header. And Gallagher can't be keeping in play. Goes out for a West Ham throwing here. Down the second side with 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes of this London derby. Is it going to be another draw for Chelsea? Emerson to take the throwing here down the second side in the 92nd minute. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Emerson now from the throwing with 2.5 minutes to go. Headed away by James. Ziyech tries to flick it on, but Bowen is there. And Ziyech manages to clear away. Havertz into the path of Felix, but Johnson is there. He puts it into Bowen down the left-hand side. But Thiago Silva's there and he gets the throwing here for West Ham with 2.5 to go. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Emerson to take it. Sofal comes over to take it. It's going to be a long throwing here for West Ham United with 2 minutes left on added time. Sofal, long throwing into the box. Headed away by Thiago Silva. Souček keeps it alive. Gallagher's there to head it away. Sofal keeps it alive. Souček can't get there ahead of James. Emerson tries to flick it on. James with the clearance. João Felix picks up the loose ball, but Johnson is there. Heads it up for the throwing. Thiago Silva. Badiashile now on the ball. Bringing it forward. Into the middle finds Enzo. Takes on the turn into Thiago Silva. Silva now. Out to the right side towards James. 1.5 to go. James. Into the middle towards Gallagher. Loses the ball to Declan Rice and it falls to Downs into Ings. Ings bringing the ball forward. It's over the top towards John Bowen. Can he get the head of Chilwell? Yes, he does. Oh, he had eyes for the ball ref. He had eyes for the ball ref. Come on. James on the ball on the left-hand side for Chelsea. Into Ziyech on the touchline. Backwards to James. Into Mason Mount in between the lines, but Johnson is there and he forces a Chelsea throwing here. James had to take the throwing. Havertz loses it to Johnson. James to take the next throwing. Silva. Enzo on the halfway line. Badiashile on the centre circle. Out to the left hand side towards Chilwell. Bowen's tracking back. Badiashile now on the left hand side. 94th minute. 30 seconds to go. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. Headed on by Havertz. Cleared away by Kara. Downs jumps up against Gallagher. Falls to Rice. Into Downs. Brings the ball under control. But Enzo's there. Socek is there to clear it away. Thiago Silva now on the halfway line. High up towards James. James on the halfway line. Declan Rice is tracking back. And it falls to Thiago Silva. Badiashile now on the ball on the left-hand side. Bringing it forward into the path of Enzo Fernandez. And there's the full whistle here, ladies and gentlemen. It's finished. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1 here on Couch Sports Football. And when is Graham Potter gonna stop playing Kai Havertz through the middle? He is not a striker. Play him like you played Felix today with a free roll so that they can get in between the lines. Play Fofana through the middle, get a striker on there, and have James whip the balls into the box and see another avenue to get a goal. But ladies and gentlemen, it's finished 1-1 here on Couch Sports Football. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. I'll see you next time tomorrow, where we have Manchester United taking on Leeds at Ellen Road. Look after yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe.